Good morning, Wareham. How you doing? Well, we're going to be learning about how the Spanish explored America, and they were the really first Europeans to come over to the United States, even though we're going to study the Virginia and Plymouth colonies soon. But first, there was the Spanish who came, so we need to learn a little bit more about that before we go into our English colonies, which really grew out of that, the United States that we now know. Well, this is after Christopher Columbus and all those conquistadors. We're going to learn about some more conquistadors, but only the ones who really came into America in this chapter, okay? So it's focusing on De Soto and Coronado and the Stavaranco. So we're going to learn about those explorers today. All right. The Spanish explore America. Christopher Columbus claimed America for Spain in 1492. People from Spain began to travel across the Atlantic Ocean. They settled in Mexico and South America. The Spanish heard stories about 7 cities that were made of gold. The Spanish wanted to find the cities. They began to explore the land north of Mexico. Today, this area is the southwest of the United States. The first person to explore the southwest for Spain was a Stavaranco. He was an African. In 1539, he searched the southwest for the 7 cities of gold. He never found gold. He was killed by Native Americans. Francisco Coronado also wanted to find the cities of gold. In 1540, he and 300 Spanish soldiers went to the southwest. Coronado searched for 2 years. He found Native American farmers and villages in the southwest, but he never found the 7 cities of gold. In 1542, Coronado went home to Mexico. The King of Spain said the southwest belonged to Spain. Hernando de Soto also wanted to find the 7 cities of gold for Spain. De Soto started in Florida with more than 700 people in 1539. While he was looking for gold, he came to a very wide river. It was the Mississippi River. He was the first person from Europe to see this river. De Soto never found the 7 cities of gold. Seeing a trend here? No one's finding 7 cities of gold. The Spanish king said that the southeast area De Soto explored belonged to Spain, too. What about the Native Americans already living there? All right, sorry. Native Americans and the Spanish learned from one another. Native Americans taught the Spanish to grow American plants. They taught the Spanish to grow beans, tomatoes, corns, pumpkins, and cotton. Native Americans taught the Spanish to raise turkeys for food. The Spanish brought animals from Europe. They brought pigs, cows, sheep, and horses. The Spanish taught the Native Americans to grow oranges and wheat. The Spanish started slavery in America. They forced Native Americans to be slaves. In 1503, the Spanish started bringing people from Africa to work as slaves. Each year, thousands of Africans became slaves in America. Many Spanish people came to America to find gold. Other Spanish people came to teach Native Americans how to be Catholics, people who follow the Catholic religion. That is why the Spanish built missions in Texas, California, and New Mexico. Every mission had a church. Priests worked in the missions. Priests taught the Native Americans to take care of cows, pigs, and sheep. Sometimes Native Americans left the missions because they were not happy. They did not like living with the Spanish. They did not want to follow the Catholic religion. Some missions closed when too many Native Americans left. Other missions became very large. These missions became towns. There was an important Spanish mission in Santa Fe, New Mexico. It helped bring people to Santa Fe. Today, Santa Fe is a city. For 300 years, the Southwest and Florida belonged to Spain. Right, so New Mexico and Spain at first belonged to Spanish, and Mexico eventually for New Mexico. And the United States eventually took them over. Another thing to notice, how the Native Americans didn't like some of them didn't like the missions. Some of them weren't allowed to leave. Some of them were forced to stay. Some of them were killed if they left. So that wasn't very good at all. I mean, it's terrible. Also, while it's nice that some Spanish people tried to give Jesus to the Native Americans, and I think they meant it well, but these people already had a religion. I mean, it's okay to offer it, but again, it was sometimes forced, and that's very sad. You can't force people to really believe in someone else's God. It doesn't really work that way. All right, well, I hope you learned something about America and the conquistadors who came here. We'll learn more about it this week. All right, bye.